Hey people, this is Sharpino here, welcoming you guys to week 5 of the PMC League Battles. This week we are taking on the Misty Drapions. Hopefully, the Sydney Krookodiles, I'm your coach, will hopefully bring it through for this week here. Hopefully we can make up for our string of losses that we've had in the past couple of weeks. Hopefully, I can only hope. So let's go ahead and connect with our opponent and we'll be right back and we are good to go. Okay guys, we are back. Chris and Misty here, locked in, good to go. Best of luck to her. Hopefully, like I said, we've made the right calls with our preparation. So let's have a look and see what team she has brought for us this week. Alright, so there's actually 1, 2, 3 Pokemon we've made a call for. She didn't bring the Dragonite. I'm actually pretty surprised by that. So let's quickly go ahead and quickly update that. She didn't even bring Mamoswine either. So she brought 1, 2, 3 Pokemon that we've called and 3 Pokemon that are different. Alright, I'm going to quickly go ahead and quickly update this. So she brought the Diancie, which is interesting. She brought the Diancie. She brought the Electivire, and she brought the Torkoal. So I'm guessing she wants more of a defensive stat. So Diancie, there you go. I'll update this as we go along over here. I'll just make sure I write it down. So Diancie, Electivire, and Torkoal. Electivire, and then the Torkoal. Oh no, sorry, that's the thing. Cool. Alright, so what Pokemon she wants to bring to start things off is actually a little bit interesting. Toxie, Torkoal. There we go. Little old Torkoal. Alright, so quickly gonna make my decisions here. Alright, so let's go ahead. First we're going to start with Diancie, so we'll go ahead and start with Suicune in case she wants to make any predictions here. So we'll go ahead and bring in Suicune, expecting her to start with Diancie to be the rock setter. So best of luck to the Misty Drapions, and all I can say is I hope the best for the Sydney Krookodiles. So let's go ahead and get this battle started! So we start with Suicune. Those are going to be Resto, Chesto, Suicune open these, and Diancie. So we made the right call, fantastic. Alright, so now we should be good to go ahead and fire off a Skull. Now, the only thing is, I know its defenses are insane. I don't know what kind of set this Diancie is, and I know its defenses are base 130 across the board. So we can only speculate how we're going to go from here for this kind of battle here. So we're going to go ahead and fire off Skull here. Very interesting to see what she decides to do here, because I know she doesn't want to risk any unnecessary damage, but she doesn't also want to get an unnecessary burn on Diancie to get residual damage. So I'm actually interested to see where she wants to go from here. I'm actually surprised she didn't bring the Dragonite. She's going to go ahead and leave it in. We're going to go for a Scald here. Does about 40%, and she gets that Stealth Rock off. So she managed to get that Stealth Rock off pretty well. The only problem is I don't have any spinners, so unfortunately this week she's pretty much got the free leg up on us. Now the question is, what is she going to predict us to do? So I don't know if it's in her best interest to swap. I don't know if she's going to go for a Moonblast, so to play it safe, I'm going to go ahead and just fire for another Skull, because I don't know if she wants to swap into the Starmie right now. But yeah, just for the fact that we don't have any spinners this week, I think that her bringing Diancie was probably the best move here. That's the only thing. Like, I didn't bring the Swellow or the Omoldo, so we have no spinners. Only because the only Pokemon that on the team, well actually 2 Pokemon on the team could have it, which was the Diancie and the Torkoal. She actually brought both of them. So I don't know if she actually kind of predicted us to bring a spinner, so she would have 2 Pokemon with Stealth Rocks, just to make sure she can get it on point for the Talonflame. So I'm actually just a little bit interested to see how we go over here. Hopefully those rocks won't play too much of a big impact on my plays here, but we'll see how things go here. So, just waiting for it to make a move. I don't know if she's going to swap into the Starmie right now, which I mean, it could be within her cards to do so, but she's predicting what I'm going to do here. So she's going to withdraw, and she's probably going to bring in the Starmie. Yeah, that's the Starmie right there. So she made the right call there. I'm going to go ahead, fire off the Scald here, and let's see if we can get a burn on this Starmie here. So that's going to do a little bit of damage. Okay, so now I'm gonna stay in one extra turn. I want to see if she does get access to Thunderbolt, only because I just want to see what kind of set the Starmie is. I'm going to go ahead and just fire off another Scald here. I'm trying to make the read for the Signal Beam. It's going to go straight for Psychic, so probably should have swapped into the Krookodile, but unfortunate. So we're going to see Life Orb Starmie. Alright, so that's interesting to know. So that's Life Orb Starmie. We're going to get another Scald off and no burns. Alright, so now that we can see that she's going for that, I don't know if it's in our best interest to go ahead and bring in Celebi, because if the Starmie does have in fact the well, I mean, could it get access to Dazzling Gleam? That's one of the moves it could have. Just trying to think what I could do. If I bring in Uxie, I can go ahead and set up rocks. I think that actually might be a good call. I want to go ahead and swap into Uxie here, because if it goes for another Psychic, trying to whittle down the Uxie, whittle down the Suicune, I can go ahead and just do that with no problem. So if we do that, it's going to go for another Psychic, and this is my special wall here. So this Uxie really is the answer to the Starmie here. So we get a little extra damage there. So we go ahead and reveal leftovers. So now what we can do is, I don't know if the U-turn will actually kill from this point. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off the Stealth Rock here, just so we can get our own rocks up against this team here, just to get rid of any possible sash, because that Electivire could be Focus Sash, and the rocks could actually do a bit of damage. So the Torkoal could actually also be a Rapid Spinner. But the other thing I actually forgot to mention is that the Torkoal could be the spinner, so we could actually make a prediction. If we go for the rocks and he brings in the Torkoal, we could actually go ahead and try to go for the switch into Sableye, predicting the Rapid Spins. That's the other thing we could do as well. So I mean, it's good that, you know, she brought the Torkoal as a spinner. Actually forgot, but then also this Starmie also is a spinner as well. Actually forgot about that as well. But at this point in the game, I think we're doing pretty well here. Maybe we could have made a possible prediction, but I wanted to make sure, check to see if the Starmie has the Signal Beam, because Signal Beam is going to be the one move that really wrecks the Celebi here. Really, everything on my opponent's team here is not an issue, except for maybe the Mega Medicham. She's actually going to withdraw, so that's actually interesting. And we're going to bring out the Diancie, so that's interesting, to say the least. So we'll go ahead, we'll fire off our Stealth Rocks here. So I don't know if she's got that as a special wall, I'm not too sure. But I don't know if she wants to go for a Diamond Storm and try and get some defenses up. So I don't know what her plans are with that Diancie. I'm just trying to think here, because that's just a normal Diancie. I don't have any moves that could really do anything to it. What could be my best option? I'm going to fire for Psyshock, just to see how much defensive power the Diancie has. Like I said, I know the base defenses are, what is it, 130 base defenses across the board. We're going to go ahead and fire off a Psyshock. Let's see how much damage this does to Diancie. That does nothing. So she's going to go ahead and fire off a Diamond Storm. So obviously trying to get the defenses up here. Does quite a bit of damage. I mean, that's not too bad damage-wise. I'm just trying to think though, what could we possibly do? We could swap back into Suicune, because we are physical Suicune, and I think we could live. We can go ahead and set up rock. I mean, we could live rocks and a Diamond Storm. The only issue would be if she goes ahead and brings goes for the Moonblast, but we should have speed, so we should be fine there. My only concern is we could go ahead and get the rest off, bring Suicune back to full health, and that would actually work out pretty well for us. So I mean, this game definitely has been, like I said, very interesting. I'm not, like I said, a bunch of a Wi-Fi battler, and I know Twisted Misty does a lot of Let's Plays like me. So we're going to go ahead, swap into Suicune. Let's see if she goes for another Diamond Storm, or in fact she goes for something else. Maybe the Wish, I think. I don't know if the answer does get access to a Wish. I'm pretty sure it does. So we go for the pressure here. We're going to see a Moonblast coming in. Okay, so Moonblast is going to do... Ooh, that's going to do a lot of damage there. Oh boy. Alright. Let me quickly just check the base speed of Suicune here, because I know... Wait, what am I talking about? Diancie has no speed. We're going to go ahead and go for a rest. to bring Suicune back to full health here. So we're going to reveal that Resto Chesto set. I was going to say, what am I talking about? Deontay's slow as shit. So I mean, I'm not worried about that. We're going to go ahead, go for the rest, bring ourselves back up to full health here, reveal the Chesto Berry, and we are good. Alright. So she's going to go ahead, fight with the Blue Blast. She might be trying to weaken a special attack as well. I actually didn't take that into consideration, but she could be just trying to whittle down a special attack so that we can't do much else. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off the Scald here. If we could get a burn on this Deontay, it'd actually be pretty good because the Diamond Storm will not be able to do much to anyone. So if she wants to try to use that as an alternative, I mean, it's a mixed set because I mean, Diamond Storm, Air Moonblast, they're both special and physical. So we'll go ahead, fire off the Scald here. Let's see how much damage we do this Deontay. That's going to do quite a bit. Super effective, no crits whatsoever, and the Moonblast is going to do a little bit of damage as well. Alright, so now we have an interesting debacle. Do we go for the rest or do we go for the Scald? Yeah, I think we'll go for the Scald here. I think at this point, Suicune's pretty much done what it needs to do here. Really, the Torkoal, I feel we've got a lot of Pokemon on my team that can handle the Torkoal. But I think this Deontay is going to be a bit of an issue for my team, so I think we've got to get rid of it. So, great job to the Suicune. So we'll go ahead and get the notes up here. So, what the hell? Alright, let's go PMC. Why is it going to? Okay, so Suicune kills it. Okay, now in comes the Electivire. Now, the question is, what does this Electivire want to do? Is it going to go for the electric attack, or is it going to go for another kind of move here? So, I'm actually interested to see what it wants to do here. I don't know if it's in my best interest to preserve the Suicune, but the Suicune can do a lot of damage to the Torkoal. So I'm just debating whether it's in my best interest to swap into... Debating whether it's going to go for electric type move, the ice type move, what's it want to do here? Celebi would probably take it the best, and now that we got rid of the rocks here, we should outspeed the Electivire with the Celebi. The only thing is, if it goes for the Ice Punch, that's the only issue, because if we bring the Celebi on Ice Punch, that's going to hurt like a bitch. So, if he goes for electric type move and goes for paralysis, that would be a bitch. So I'm going to make the prediction that he's going to go for the electric type move to try to kill off the Suicune. So I'm going to go ahead, swap into Celebi here. Hopefully it went for the electric type move. So he did go for the Thunder Punch like I predicted, so that was actually pretty good there. We didn't take it too well there, but we're going to go ahead. We do have speed. I believe that Life Orb Earth Power should take out the Electivire from this point here, so we're going to go for an Earth Power, and booyah! There we go, down goes Electivire, fantastic, woohoo! Alright, so we're going to reveal that we are in fact Life Orb. So, we got rid of the Electivire, and we got rid of the, I can't even talk right now. So, now we're going to decide here what she's going to bring in next. I'm actually interested to see. Let's see. Oh, I got rid of all my notes, so that's great. Alright, so I'm just going to have to make a note here. So we killed off the Torkoal, the Electivire and the Deontay. So we're not doing too bad here so far. Just trying to think though because I mean, more than likely I think the Electivire was sashed. But like I said, the only issue here is that Medicam. The Medicam is going to be a problem. UB, who's UB? That is the Torkoal. Okay, that is going to be a little bit of a problem. Now, I'm probably going to go for the Overheat. What would I want to take an Overheat at this point here? Downflame probably take an Overheat, and then we can go ahead and fire off the wrist. The only thing is if it has Stone Edge, we're pretty screwed. Because we do want to preserve the Celebi. So we got rid of the... Well, he has no immunities to the ground type move, so I'm going to go ahead and swap into the Krookodile here. I don't know if this is the best move, but at this point I want to get rid of the Suicune because the Suicune can still do a bit of damage. I want to bring Suicune in clean on the Torkoal here. We're going to see a Flamethrower go off here. I swear to God, if she gets the burn, I'm going to be very annoyed here. No burn. Okay, good. Okay. So, now we're looking at this Torkoal here. Let's go ahead now. Let's fire off an Earthquake. Because nothing on the team wants to take an Earthquake at this point here, unless she has like an air balloon Torkoal. I don't think she does though. So we'll go ahead, fire off an Earthquake, and we should be okay here. We'll go for an Earthquake. Let's see how much damage it does to a Torkoal. That does a good chunk of damage right there. It's actually going for Yawn. Okay, that's pretty interesting there. So probably trying to bait us out. Now at this point, I don't think that the Krookodiles are going to really do too much else to this team right here. I mean, I don't think Scarf Krookodile can outspeed Torkoal. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So, just weighing my options here. Do I just... Is it in my best interest to sack the Krookodile? You know what? It's a Scarf Mon. I'm going to say no. What are my options? I could go ahead and go for the Mega Evolution. Actually, that would be actually pretty good. If we could probably live a Flamethrower from a Torkoal, because Torkoal doesn't have a lot of special attack here, but you know the Flamethrower did quite a decent hit to us. So I'm going to take a little bit of rocks damage there. He's going to actually withdraw. Okay, that's interesting right there, and she's going to bring us Starmie. So, was she sacking off? Was she going to sack off the Starmie? Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go for a Mega Evolution's Shadow Sneak, which I'm pretty sure should get the kill on the Starmie at this point. Very interesting to see that. I don't know if she was sacking off the Starmie here. That's actually, it's interesting to say the least. Because if we get rid of Starmie, we get rid of every single potential fairy threat to Mega Sableye. And the Mega Sableye should actually get the kill on, I would say, a lot of her team. The only issue could be the, oh, she's going to stay in. We're going to Mega Evolve here. Probably she's going for the Dazzling Gleam, probably predicting us to... I mean, now that we have Mega Sableye, she's probably predicted that. We're going to go ahead and fire for Shadow Sneak. Hopefully it's enough to get the kill on the Starmie. Is it enough to get the kill? Yes, it is. Woo! Alright, so we go ahead, we kill the Mega Starmie. So that is 3 Pokemon down. And Mega Sableye is here. So we're not doing too bad, actually. I'm actually enjoying making the reads and everything else. So... I don't know if she predicted us to bring in the Mega Sableye on the Starmie. Zafina, that's probably the Medicham. There we go. Alright, so I wonder what kind of move she's going to go for. We'll go ahead and fire for Will-O-Wisp, so we can go ahead and put the hurting on this Medicham. That would definitely do a lot of work for us. Because that is her Mega. So, it was actually pretty lucky that we were able to bring in the Mega Sableye on a clean swap into the Starmie. Excuse me, but I don't think she predicted us to have the Shadow Snake. She didn't expect us to be the physical variant, because the common set for Mega Sableye that you see is the one with Carmine, Dark Pulse, Will-O-Wisp, and Recover, which is the only set I used last season. But this season I'm kind of being a bit more open-minded to the fact that we could run it with this variant where we do kind of checks. So she's going to Mega Evolve to Medicham. More likely she's going to outspeed. I wonder what move she's going to go for. She's going to go for the Ice Punch. Okay, so she's probably just trying to go for the freeze, I'm guessing. We're going to go ahead and fire the Will-O-Wisp, and we land it with no problem. So that is actually a pretty good start there. Pretty good to say the least. So she gets the burn on. We're going to go ahead and fire off a Recover because we want to make sure that we're in a safe position not to take too much damage from a crit, so to speak. She's going to fire off another Ice Punch. And it's going to do a little bit more damage. And she does get the freeze. Oh boy. Oh boy. That is not cool. That is not cool. Come on, man. That is so not cool to do that. Come on. Oh my gosh. Don't do this to me. Oh. Wow. She got the freeze. She's going for a Drain Punch. That doesn't affect me. So that could be a misclick. But she's losing out to that there. But man, that sucks so bad. Why did I get a freeze? She's going to go for another Ice Punch, 66 to 40. So we could live 2 more Ice Punches. Come on, don't do this to me. I want to live. I want to live on this. Come on now, don't do this to me. I want to be able to recover from this. Don't do this to me. So he's going to go ahead and get another Ice Punch off. Can we thaw out? No, we don't thaw out. Wow. Oh, that is so bad. We could have, I mean, look, we could have got it perfect, but, you know, at the end of the day, that's not what really matters. Oh my god, that really sucks so bad right there. Unbelievable that. We lose the Mega Sableye to a freeze. That really sucks right there. Because, I mean, now that we have Choice Scarf Krookodiles, I'm pretty sure we should be able to sweep from this point here, because we're going to kill off this Medicham. With the Scarf, we should outspeed it, even if it is, because I know it's base speed 100. We're just going to go ahead, fire off an Earthquake. We should be able to outspeed it, unless she wants to go for a Bullet Punch or some sort of priority. Man, that fucking sucks though, man. Should go for the freeze though. Come on now. That's not cool. That's not cool. So we go ahead, we fire off an Earthquake here, and we do get the kill on the Mega Medicham right there. So down goes the Mega Medicham. We do get that Moxie boost, so that's looking pretty nice for us right now. More likely it's going to bring in the Pangoro. Now, the question is, will a Pangoro be able to live a +1 Earthquake from a Krookodile? That's the only question that we're going to have for this team here. So, really unfortunate that we got that freeze hacks right there, because, I mean, I could have possibly got a perfect 6-0, possibly, give or take the Pangoro, but, because, I mean, we could have just whittled it down, stalled out the entire game with the Mega Sableye. So, I mean, I believe we should have. We could have had a perfect 6-0 there, but you know what? It's Pokemon. Hacks is going to happen. It is what it is. So, JT's probably the Pangoro. There you go. Now, unless this is a physically defensive Pangoro, I'm going to go ahead and fire for Earthquake. Not too sure, once again, what kind of set this Pangoro is. If it is Jolly, I'm pretty sure we should be able to kill it with a +1 Earthquake, but you never know. So we're going to go ahead and fire with Earthquake. Will it get the kill on the Pangoro +1? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And that means that we're going to have a Krookodile sweep for the last strip of this game. So that is a fantastic game to Twisted Misty here. We've got a 5-0, which is actually a nice recovery considering we got 5-0 last week. But like I said, real unfortunate that there we go. We get ourselves a little kill there for our little Krookodile right here. So, a good game to Twisted Misty here. Like I said, unfortunately we got that freeze though, because I feel like we could have got a 6-0, but you know what? I'll take a 5-0. 5-0 is pretty good. And considering we got 5-0 earlier, I guess a 5-0 now would not be the worst thing to happen. So, a good game to Twisted Misty there. Unfortunate. I'm surprised she didn't bring the Dragonite, but you know, that's, I mean, I can't talk right now. I'm just kind of, I guess, happy for the fact that I didn't get killed here in this battle, because I'm just used to getting axed. Next week we will take on the Dallas Staryu, and that will be an interesting match, because I've heard Dallas Staryu does pack some very crazy techs I've seen in his previous battles. So stay tuned for the team prep next week and the team Wi-Fi battle. Thanks for watching, guys. This is the coach of the the Sydney Krookodiles, Sharpino, saying stay safe, stay sharp, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Later!